What's up, YouTube? This is Sean from MoparEcodiesel.com, and today I'm working on my 2014 Dodge Dart 1.4 liter aero. I have not seen a single video from anybody online anywhere in the world for doing an oil change on this engine. So got 4,000 miles on her right now, and gonna go through really quickly how to change the oil. You can see this says this takes synthetic 5W40 and it takes 4 quarts of oil. The owner's manual is wrong. The owner's manual says this takes synthetic blend 5W30, but the oil cap says synthetic 540. And it says that it takes 6 quarts in the owner's manual, but this car only takes 4. They had a revision on their owner's manual. So this is the oil that I'm going to be using in this car. This is liquid moly, made in Germany, imported. This oil here says that it lasts 25,000 miles. I'll be using 3.5 quarts of that oil with the Lucas full synthetic. That is awesome stuff, as well as the moly MOS2 anti-friction engine treatment. Napa does have the original imported oil filter for this car, but it's always out of stock. All the oil filters for my Ram truck with the Motori Italian engine and this one here, they're finding parts for these things is getting pretty ridiculous. So this oil filter here was $8 on this Napa Gold. And I'll go through what you need to change the oil. So here's the oil drain plug. It's got an impregnated gasket there, so it won't leak. To get that off, you need a 13mm socket and a wrench or ratchet that looks like this. See how the head is pivoted right there? That's the angle you'll need to get in there. So 13mm gets that off. There's an access port cover for the oil drain, and it slides in the front there, has 3 clips, and there is a 7mm bolt that holds that in. Once you undo that, just push in on the clips, that comes off, and you'll see the oil drain plug. And yeah, so you just use a little ratchet right there with the 7mm. To get the oil filter off, this is the oil filter housing. We've gone 3,000 miles on this oil, and you can obviously see it's still clean. I believe the oil change interval was 10,000 miles. I didn't read the owner's manual, but looking online at some of the Alfa Romeos, it's 10,000 miles. And you can definitely see how clean the oil is, that they're not messing around. I think you can really go 10,000. So, car has 4,000 miles on it right now. Oil filter housing is right there. It's not bad. You use a 1 1/16 socket to get that off with an extension. See, that's 1 1/16. Clips onto the oil filter housing automatically. There's a lock clip on there, and on the housing itself, when you pull the filter up, give it about 5 to 10 minutes to let the oil drain, so that the used oil there on the outside doesn't drain into the center and contaminate the clean side of the engine. Because this is the oil filter housing, you need to let it sit. There's an oil drain back valve there. So climbing underneath the car, let's go ahead and reinstall the So just jack the car up a little bit, do it on the frame portion there. There's not a lot that you can see with all these skid plates. And the oil drain valve's right there, it doesn't make a mess. So I'm going to do this one-handed. So you can see you can do this one-handed. Alright, so there you go, that's done. It's a pretty limited clearance car. You don't need to jack it up too much. I did lower down the jack to see if any additional oil would come out, and it did not, so oil pan has been designed pretty good. And where'd the screw go? Oh, I left it in the hole, so I wouldn't lose it, and I lost it anyway. Okay, so this cover here, it says oil drain, and you can't get it wrong. It's pretty cool. My mom's Audi, you have to remove this entire cover, and it sucks. And it doesn't have access ports for this. Alright, so you just put the screw back in. So on the other cars you can see there's an oil filter access right here as well. It says accept 1.4 liter. So the 2.0 and the 2.4 Tiger Shark engines, remove that cover the same way you saw that, and the oil filter will be right there. Alright, so as far as the oil filter housing, you just pull the oil filter out, clip in your new one, replace the seal, put it back in there, fill it up with oil, and you're good to go. Alright, so there's my car.